Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Ballin back again with another Madden 22 franchise video, and my Buffalo Bills franchise ended up restarting. So it is what it is, man. Basically what happened is some guy, the commish had internet problems, and he didn't have internet for maybe like 4 days or so. And then one of the guys inside of the group spazzed out because he was mad that the league wasn't advancing. So he decided to dump all of his players and then left the league. I will never understand why people do that. And then he just started dropping N-bombs inside the Discord. It's like people get so weird on the internet, I swear. But basically, we finally the original commish was finally able to give someone else commish status. And since we had so many people in the group and a lot of people, and the guy messed up the team and we weren't that far in the season, they took a vote on whether or not we should restart, and we decided to do it. So here we are. The other thing he did was he retired or did something as a coach to make it so that no one could use that team anymore. So yeah, that was just the weirdest human ever, like straight up basement dweller type level of stuff. But this one should be fine. I think everyone's an owner in this one, so that no one can do that anymore. And there's also a limit set, so people can't just dump players. So we should be good now. We should be able to go through this season, and it's a pretty active league. A lot of people are playing their game. So if we can keep that energy, I'd be really happy about it. So back to playing the Steelers. Let's set my season goal. Yeah, I feel like we can make the playoffs. I mean, I've only played like a couple of people, but you gotta believe, right? Especially with this team, like with the Bills of all people. Hold on. Offensive game plan, we're gonna say pass blocking. Dude. Better catching traffic sounds awesome. I might start doing that every single time. And for this, better play recognition, better pursuit. I mean, that's pretty much the same thing, right? Yeah, I like the idea of having defend the outside run, but I feel like something else. No. Never mind. I'm remembering something wrong. So defend medium pass. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep that just because if I can totally stop someone from running on me, then that pretty much seals the deal for me. So Josh Allen, because we already know the thing I want the most is Hot Route Master. The other thing we need to do is Micah Hyde, because we need to get him +1 speed ASAP. And I think my D line really ain't that crazy, so I think we're gonna do my D tackle. Yeah, he's 23 years old, so I think I'm gonna just keep upgrading him. So we can just keep upgrading his block shedding. Hopefully, he can get a dev game, and then we'll be off to the races. Inside stuff on a D tackle. That's all I want. That's one of the best things you could possibly have. Okay. All right, now let's hit these upgrades. Damn. I was really hoping for a speed upgrade for Micah. I mean, we'll get one. Like, he always gets at least one. And it's normally early in the season, so we're just going to have to wait and see. But yeah, I think that's everything. Let's go ahead and show you how I have my squad set up one more time. So, you know, Josh Allen. I'm going to start using Matt Breida. After that past game with the rookie and watching him shoot up the gap, I'm sold. I'm using Breida. Wide receiver. So I'm kind of happy we restarted because of this. I ended up picking Deshaun Jackson out of free agency. So I have Deshaun Jackson, Stephon Diggs, and Gabriel Davis. That's pretty dope. I really, really like that. 95 speed, bro. Like, and then we still got Dawson Knox, you know. D-line, it's not where I would like it to be. It's just not. Left outside linebacker, picked up this rookie. I'm pretty happy about that. Jermaine Edmonds, of course. Matt Milano. Cornerback situation, we're looking pretty nice, honestly. Like, I'm cool. I almost always pick up these two guys. So people always leave these guys in the free agency, and I almost always get them. And then we ended up getting Tony Brown on this team, which I'm pretty excited about because he's a really good user. So Micah Hyde and Tony Brown. So, and then Jordan Poyer right there. And then you already know the deal, man. Got Micah Hyde down here, but I'm wondering, should it be Tony Brown and Jordan Poyer back there, and then Jordan Poyer plays sub linebacker? Maybe? Like, see, he don't got the thumpers, man. I mean, Micah Hyde don't really either. I mean, he has better pursuit, he has better block shedding. I'm gonna try it out. I've never tried this before, but because normally I put Micah Hyde there, but I'm gonna try putting Jordan right there, just to see what happens. He might play the run way better. And then we got Conley in the slot. And that is my squad. Now let's see if he picked anyone special up off the free agency, done anything. Oh, see, look, he don't have Ben Roethlisberger. He has this guy, Dwayne Haskins. I assume for the little bit of speed, but then he might have put Dobbs in, so maybe not. I don't know why he's starting that guy. Oh, best throwing power that he could get. And then he has Najee Harris, Kalen Ballage. Yeah, I mean, he's going to be doing stuff with Najee. Wide receivers, I ain't impressed. That left tackle's gonna struggle. He has a bad O-line. Amazing D-line as usual. What more could you expect from the Steelers? Evan Bush, like that defense. I mean, that front seven, like the cornerbacks, no. Minkah Fitzpatrick and Terrell Edmonds are amazing. So I think this is going to be like a dink and dunk sort of situation with, you know, getting D-Jack loose off the top sometimes. But I got to be careful with them safeties. The corners, not so much. Them safeties, yes. So, okay, cool. Slot, let's see if he's hiding someone here. No, just Devin Bush, but Devin Bush is beastly. So, all right, that's the squads. Now, let's go ahead and get into the game.
Middle of the line, a lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Off the screen, off the screen, off the screen.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Short little throw to Ebron. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be taken at the 13. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. That's caught by Jackson. 1st down and more for Jackson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 55 yards. And the Bills are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
You no doubt about it, and we just saw it there.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 26 yards. And the Bills are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now he'll go deep down the middle. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Ebron caught left side. And he will have a Steelers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And Deontay Johnson has seen his share of targets increase in his first 2 years in the league. And last year, finished with 88 catches. Continuing to work on grabbing everything that comes his way. A nice catch there.
And he's got this down to the 35.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. Not much there, only a yard. Now it's 2nd and 9. They'll try the right side with Harris. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Haskins. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
And 2020 was a strong draft for receivers, and the Steelers got an excellent one in the 2nd round in Chase Claypool out of Notre Dame.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play here for Buffalo.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
He'll swing this out to Moss. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From the 4, it's second and a couple. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. They run for it with Breida. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Didn't quite get the touchdown, but now they're really knocking on the door.
And if you're the play caller, now you're thinking to yourself, what is your sequence? Because you're not just thinking one play here just in case. You're looking ahead as well. I wonder if he's just thinking 3 power plays at max to get the ball in the end zone.
Singletary. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Singletary again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 46 yards on the ground for him so far. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Haskins to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Johnson. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Now Haskins to throw it. Here's Johnson with a reception. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about...
It got his man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, 75 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And he won't quite make it to the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw, Haskins. He finds his target, Ebron. The 20. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play there just before halftime. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Haskins going to throw again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Ed Oliver, that time the one to get in there and bring him down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Boswell's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Allen. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down.
And the Watt family certainly knows how to get to the quarterback. His brother J.J., he led the NFL in that category twice in 2012 and 2015. And now T.J. enters the record books. Led the league in sacks with 15 in 2020, but he plays so hard, he's always around the quarterback. 61 pressures last year, 16 more than the second-place finisher.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. Right back to Davis. It's complete, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lane.
Yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They run again with Breida. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Throwing now is Allen, sliding out of the pocket. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Ballin now looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Deshaun Jackson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Haskins' throw complete there to Johnson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Haskins will throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Fourth down, here's Haskins. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. On 1st down, here's Breida. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on 3rd down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Open man is Trey Burton.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Now a give to Breida, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
And they'll get this down to the 10. 60 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And his throw here's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Haskins throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Teron Johnson able to pick it. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Running out of the gun here, Breida. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down, here's a run with Moss. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Here's Breida. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. To the air, Allen escaping the pressure right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now it's Haskins. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Flush to his right. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Haskins. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, Tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Haskins. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jordan Poyer. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything. So for Buffalo, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.
All right, well, just like that, we got ourselves a week one dub. People were getting hurt out there, which I did not like, but everybody was getting picks. Teron Johnson just went up 2 overall. Let's go. Tony Brown, I don't really think he did anything, but let's go. Now, this strong safety, though. So it's interesting, right? Like, I'm starting to wonder whether or not having a 90-plus speed user isn't necessarily the most important thing. Especially when Especially when that user isn't going to be covering deep. So for that reason, I think it does make way more sense to keep Tony Brown in the free safety position and then move that strong safety down to that sub linebacker position, because he's too slow to cover deep, but I can user him like on the underneath stuff, you know, and then Tony Brown can be that deep help whenever I bring Micah Micah Hyde down. So that's how I'm thinking of it. Damn, we have 52 staff points. So that's how I'm thinking about it inside my head. Inside the dome. Look at this. Let's go already, bro. That's crazy. Awesome. And it's because I completed all of the challenges. Let's see. Sometimes they're hiding some extra points. I don't see how my strong safety wouldn't have points to upgrade. Yeah, they not showing him love, bro. Jordan Poirier. That's how I'm assuming you say his name. Yeah, he was playing dope. I mean, Micah Hyde got a pick. Somehow, Tre'Davious White, like, does he have like aggressive play ball tendency? But like, I don't know. Dude was just going for the swat every time. Like, bro, catch the ball. 95 overall, man, and you won't. And you over here swatting stuff. As it's not the business. But what is the business is the way this team is playing. The other thing I need to do is I need to fix my depth chart so that Will Harris stops coming in. Because although he is dope and under different circumstances I would start him, with a guy like Tony Brown on the team, we're getting that speed on the field. There we go. And then put Will Harris here as well. There we go. That's the move right there. And then okay, cool. So that is a week 1 dub. Thanks for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed the content. Subscribe if you want to see more videos. Comment below if there's anything else you would like to see on this channel. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.